Tehuti. I am Tehuti. I am wisdom. I'm divine. I am the messenger. And this messenger is within me and within everyone. Just like Gab, who are the angel, who are the messenger in your Bible. In African culture, we have Tehuti. Tehuti was sort of like an angel, but this angel is more like a Netaru. A Netaru, which is a principle and attribute of who we are. And Tehuti come in all form because he's the messenger. So when it speaks of Tehuti, we have to understand this. In Kemet, Tehuti was the head or leader or messenger of the gods, which we call Netarus, because there's no such thing as gods and goddesses. And Tehuti represents by the ibis bird, because Tehuti is also called Tahuti, Sheps, Lord of Kimu, many other names like Thorpe, Hermes, and other culture. But we got to understand this is an African concept. This is an African principle, African divine energy that within every being. And so silence is of great profit, and abundance of speech profit nothing. So that's why silence is very important. If one comes to you full of knowledge, listen and heed. Because if you don't listen, you won't be able to understand or overstand. For wisdom is all. Keep you not silenced when evil is spoken for. Because truth, like the sunlight, shines above all. So, just to keep you not silenced when evil is spoken for. Because truth, like the sunlight, shines above all. So you got to break them lies and them deceptions. So this is why I speak this truth. Because when evil is spoken, is out into the atmosphere, and when you listen to me, you get excited, and this is like inspiration when you listen to truth. So this comes from the green tablet, which is the emerald. Let me say it correctly. The emerald tablet of thought, which we call Tehuti in African culture. Tehuti was described as a bamboo, and a ibis bird. So you gotta understand that. So this deals with like transforming and transcendence principles. You gotta understand this. That don't deals with the outside world, but the inner world. And in the Egyptian Book of the Dead, Tehuti is all things are possible. This is from Tehuti. All things are possible. Who you are is limited by who you think you are. So that's why the mind is very important, because all is mind. It says all things are possible. Who you are is limited by who you think you are. What do you think you are? Because whoever you think you are, that's who you can be. You can be whoever you think you are. So it's only limited. Things are only limited by who you think you are. So when people say, this person do that and that person do that, why should I follow them when I'm supposed to be divine? When I'm supposed to be the netta, which some of you would say gods and goddesses. But in our culture, we say netta, netra, netaru. So if I'm supposed to be divine, why would you say I'm supposed to do things like this and do things like that when I have my own intuition, my own spirit that says something different? You see? Tehuti, the ibis bird, has like a pen in his hand because he was the scribe. Tehuti is the scribe of wisdom. So, as you see, wisdom is the key to this life. Wisdom is when you apply knowledge, the right knowledge, so you can move. It's how you move. It's like how the snake move, the serpent smooth and clever with great insight. That's what wisdom is. Wisdom is how you move. So according to the move you make, it's like chess. It's how you win in this life. You got to make the right move. And any move could be overturned. So even when you create an error or mistake, you can overturn it. You see? And the snake was something very important in Kemetic Kushite African culture because the snake represents royalty, authority, divine hood to the highest. Authority is strength, is healing, it's psychic powers. Snakes has inner strength. How do a snake stand up with no legs? So it represents inner strength, but also protection, because a snake will get at you when you come at it. It will strike. You see, it will strike. Also, it represents your spine. Many things, like how the energy flow, your spine, and you see the word spine start with an S. Snake start with an S. So how the energy flow, that's what it represents, beautiful people. And S is number 1, which represents the sun. The sun represents energy. You see, the snakes represents the spinal column, and also the cerebrum, which is the brain, the cerebral brain, the mind. So the C's is number 3. You see, and what is number 3? Represents the planet Jupiter in numerology, which is expansion. This is the planet. Jupiter was the gods of the gods. So the cerebral, which is the brain, you know what I mean? And the column, combination. So this you would get 3 with like 33. Column 3, cerebral 3. We talking about the C's off of these words. 2 C's, 3. Like master number 33. So also you got the 33 vertebrates within your being. And this is knowledge of Tehuti I'm spitting right now. Tehuti energy. So a snake also can represent many other aspects, which includes, in other cultures like Hermes, the caduceus, which you see on your hospital emblems and the hospital symbols, the caduceus, and also the kundalini. The kundalini is how the energy flow up your spine from your tailbone all the way up to your brain. You go all the way up your spine. That's how the snake move. You see? When 2 snakes intertwine, one going up, one going down, they make, like snakes make a S-like shapes. So this is where you get the figure 8 when 2 come together. Now, as you see, 2 snakes intertwine. See, one could take this spiral analogy further. We take a look at another incarnation of thought, Hermes, which we call Tehuti in African culture. So we get more meaning when you say Tehuti, because this is African, you see? When you say Tehuti, but it got many other names. You can call Tehuti the Ku, which is Khu, the Ku, which means spirit. So Tehuti said the key to worlds within you are found only within. The key to worlds within you, or D, are found only within. For man is the gateway of mystery. And man means M-A. Take M-A out of man mean mother, ma. N for netta, a nature, mother nature. That's all we are. We come from mother nature. So for man, so we talking about man and woman. For man is the gateway of mystery. And the key that is one with the one. One with the one. We are sons with the sons. We are, because we represent number 1. We are souls with the souls. You see, with the great soul. We are one soul with the universal soul of the great soul. Many souls that's part of that one. So, Tehuti from Cam, which we call Egypt, or Kemet, and some say Kemet. Also, Al, Chemi, Al, like your chemistry, which means black. Or blackness, darkness, the black arts, the black design, the black plane. So, also the black jeans, the black face, which deal with Kimmy, or the black people. Here you have it, or the black land. So, It means the study of blackness. That's what chemistry means. The study of darkness. The study of carbon. Carbon. The study of your melanin. So here you have it. Now, Tehuti, as you know, in the Greek culture, they say Thorpe. I say the African way, Tehuti. I say the Ku. Tehuti is the Ku. And he was the netra of writing, wisdom, music, spells. Because he write that. He write it. So through writing, he creates his magic. Not only writing with his fingers, but also writing inside his mind. And also expression, communication. This is Tehuti field. So when you think of Tehuti, the planets you think of is like Jupiter or Mercury, which deal with wisdom, which deal with knowledge, that deal with writing, or air signs. So Tehuti, he symbolized the moon, but also you see him as the moon, the water. You see, the moon. So he's a mother child, Tehuti. Tehuti holds the Ankh too. He holds the Ankh. He holds the Ankh in his hand. You see the staff he holds in his hand, the Ankh. Now, you know, in our culture, so who is the god Tehuti? We know we call God Netta, of nature. Who is the nature Tehuti? The forces of nature. He's part of the forces of nature, your nature, and nature in general. So, Thorpe, that what they say in Greek, Egyptian, DJ Hootie, which is the Hootie, or in Egyptian religion, we don't have a religion, period. So anytime they say religion, it doesn't deal with us. But I understand what they're saying. But those who part of African culture, we don't say religion. We say spiritual. You know what I'm saying? Of course, African people had their institutions where they study, they learn, but we don't say religion. That's their thing, you see? In our code, it's spiritual, animism. So, Tehuti, a god of the moon, a learning, a writing. He helped to be the inventor of writing, the creator of language. When you create your own lingo, you got the Tehuti energy. When you be very creative, you got the Tehuti energy. When you are charming and magical with your words or with the pen or with arts, this is Tehuti. You bring in art, you bring in science, you bring in all of that, mathematics. When you be that genius, you are Tehuti. The Tehuti is the scribe, the interpreter who can interpret anything. So when you can understand a message, you are psychic, and this Tehuti. You understand what you feel, which they call clairsentient. This Tehuti is understanding what you feel, understanding what you see, clairvoyance, understanding what you hear. This is called clairaudience. But also Tehuti is claircognizance, getting information from the universe out of nowhere, because he's the messenger, you see? Where messages, downloads come to you out of nowhere, you get Tehuti energy. So all psychic abilities deals with overstanding. I know. That's Tehuti. That's why he's the interpreter. He's the writer. He's the scribe. He's the messenger. He's the advisor, which means the counselor. When you become the counselor, or you become the spiritual advisor, the messenger who spread the word, spread the light, this is Tehuti. And it's the representation. Tehuti is the representation of Ra. The raw energy. Just the energy that Tehuti carries. So Tehuti come in many forms. Some call them tech, like in the word teaching, you see Tehuti. Also in the word mathematics, you see Ma'at Tehuti in the word mathematics. Ma'at is his counterpart. So Tehuti live by truth. And this is where he based everything off of truth. You see Tehuti in truth. The word truth. So also in the word thought, like your thoughts. So Tehuti wasn't worship, he was honor. We don't do no worshiping. We honor what's a part of who we are, with this divine principles and attribute, this energy. Because we had many Tehuti warriors. That's why they had names that represent Tehuti or Haru or Set, or all the very famous and powerful Netarus in Kemet. Because it's the energy that they possess. When you get this energy, you activate, you can feel it. So words has power. So these words, by you knowing it, they activate this energy within you and also within the universe, which they call magic. See, Tehuti was over magic. So now, talking about the comedic tree of life, Tehuti was the sixth chakra, but really number 2. Number 6, he got many numbers, but he was the master of 8. So he was number 9, which is the master of 8, but he also the master of 7, which is 8. You see? So 9, 8, numbers in general. He's the master of numbers and numerology. So on the tree of life, he's number 2. Asar is the first ancestor, which is your true self, who you are, which is the ultimate truth. And Asar is the truth, your true self is the power to be one with all things. And here you have it. Asar was the Ba, the soul, essence. And the spirit was Amen. Amen is the spirit, the all. So when you reach Asar, you're going to reach Amen. Now, Tehuti was the Ku, the mouthpiece of Asar, the wisdom, the oracle, the magical one, the power, the formula of Asar, and the power to know all things. I know. The all-knowing. That's Tehuti, the all-knowing wisdom. So when you need information, when you need somebody to guide, you call Tehuti. That's who you call. We're trying to reach Asar. You call Tehuti. Tehuti will teach you to get there. So he was the Saurian, part of the Saurian man, the Saurian nation, the Saurian tribe, on the level of your third eye. So he was the left eye. He was the left eye of your third eye. While Ra was the right eye. But then you have, there was the eye of Harut, which is Tehuti and Ra. So they all part of each other. Either way you say it, it's still, nobody is wrong. So, with this being said, Tehuti, we speak more on Tehuti. Tehuti is all-knowing. He's the will of God, to see the intuition. Also, not only the intellect, but to see the intuition. So now you understand, beautiful people. He was the sage. So you become that sage. You see me right here, King Lit. Tehuti Asar being a Newt Gale, because this is who Asar came from, Newt Gale. Newt, which is the universe, and Gale, which is the earth. Asar, the spirit. When you become very divine, it's Tehuti will get you there. The master, when you master of yourself, it's Tehuti who helps you to master the forces of nature to reach Asar. Your spiritual enlightenment, and spiritual bliss, spiritual happiness. So you keep these divine concepts in your mind and your head, the wisdom. And you ask Tehuti to guide you. Yes, Tehuti or Aset is the key to life. So even when Aset lost her way, it was Tehuti she brought back, which is wisdom. So is Haru. When Haru lost his eye, it was Tehuti who gave him the eye back, which is wisdom. So now, wisdom is the key to life while you're in this earthly plane. A spirit is the only thing that's really the ultimate truth. But where you're in this earthly plane, is wisdom will get you to the spirit. And the spirit connects with all, because everything is spirit or energy. Energy don't die. It just change form. That's how it go. And this me King Lit, as you see. As you look. All 7 energy centers. You know what I'm saying? The 2 snakes, 33, reaching Tehuti. Tehuti gonna reach 34, which is number 7, which is Asar. So Asar will be like your Jupiter, number 3, and also your Uranus, which is number 4. But also, when you add it up, you get 7, which is Neptune. So boom, this is where it's heading at. Your spiritual self, God's self. Boom. So this is how it operates, beautiful people. So you got like your Jupiter conjunction or trine to, I'm just giving you an example. I'm not saying that agriculture deal with these names, which is Jupiter or Uranus, but we know what it corresponds to. Because Jupiter could be said as Haru, conjunction to Uranus, and Uranus could be Aset. So Haru conjunction to Aset, reach Neptune, which is Asar. You know what I'm saying? But we know that also Neptune could be Nethet. You see, the female counterpart would be Nethet, righteous morality, because Nethet is the spiritual realm of everything. So it can go either way, vice versa, but the whole thing is to reach Asar. And that's to Tehuti. Tehuti is when you see Haru and also Aset come together. So this is the wisdom of Tehuti. It's to control your forces of nature, your female and your masculine part of yourself. So all forces is a part of you: water, air, fire, earth, space, ether, light. All is a part of your being. When you master all of these natures as part of you, the 7 energy vortex, which is not only a part of you, but also in the universe. This is how you win. Even though we got many more, that's part of the 7. Many energy vortex are chakras. But the 7 main majors is like 7 continents. So when you master these vortexes, you can reach the universe. With this being said, it's Tehuti energy. Now you got the breakdown. I'm out. And that's why Tehuti is a poet. Ashe.